Here it go. Where's it's Duse M the guy. Hit that like button on your way in. We got the content. Hashtag EPE. That's edifying through entertainment while exposing the exposed. Hit that like button. Hey, yo, look, man. Salute to my people active in the chat. The chat is where it's at. Jerry Griffin, I see you. Peace to the chat. Blue Wrench Mob. Salute to the Blue Wrench Mob. You know what I'm saying? Free Big U. Free Brick. Hey, salute Big Messy. Messy Moore. Salute Damu Kiwe Conversations. Strong Bees. Strong Crips. Salute Kingdom. Salute to you also, man. Salute to everybody that's on Instagram. If you're just getting on Instagram, what you need to do is go to YouTube and then go to Lamonte Sims. And you'll be able to catch the whole live. They did. I can't go live on the Active Chuck page for 7 days. So y'all can go up over there and on YouTube and join us over there. Hit that like button, everybody that's in the chat. So look, we finna run the content, right? So that ain't it. We waiting on the premiere to run the content. I don't know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. What's up with the content? I'll call you right back, Scanless. I gotta call Scanless back. Let me put y'all comments up on the thing. West, with you, Duse M, the Don, straight authentic, all real. Hey, that's a fact. But we ain't going to be able to do nothing if we don't got the content. And we should be live with the content real soon. Let me see videos. Oh, yeah, the premiere. Let me go ahead and get y'all on that. And then we gonna start it back over. Y'all can get right into it, man. Let's go. Oh, y'all can't even see.
Now, however,
Stephanie,
I chose to ignore it because I knew it was clown behavior. I didn't even know what the situation was about. One of my supporters just happened to tap in. Hey, man, you know that goofy loose booty Cannon, man, got your name in his mouth. I'm like, man, is that right? I'm like, all right, I ain't really tripping on it. So I'm scrolling down YouTube, right? And I run into Nina Boy's segment. Nina Boy just dropped a segment not too long ago with Eddie Boy. You know what I'm saying? With Eddie Boy, brother Eddie Boy, you know what I'm saying? 60 turned Muslim, speaking out, I guess, about Luce Cannon and the Big U situation. So when I seen him speaking out and he was speaking on Luce Cannon trying to separate himself from the case. And or when they went to the court proceeding, Luce Cannon had a separate court.
What the hell is going on?
Proceeding. Now on a federal indictment, because I've been on one, it ain't no separate court hearings, period, unless you going up for a bail hearing.
I don't know what's going on with my I don't know what's going on with my live.
Same old phone?
Oh, that's what it was. A commercial.
Upgrade to the new Galaxy Z Fold 7.
Congress. Oh, that's all that was. Let's go. Let's get to this. Come on. Hit that like button if you haven't already done it. Share with a friend. Y'all with the Don. Duse M.
Any other hearing, everybody involved in this case should be in that hearing to know about it, unless you're going to talk to the DA to try to cut a side deal or proffer hearing. To try to cut a side deal or proffer hearing, doing something you ain't got no business doing. And I guarantee you in his paperwork, it's probably going to pop up that some things are sealed or he had a proffer hearing. Right now, no smut. I'm telling you what I know. Luce Cannon is cooperating with the feds. Luce Cannon is cooperating with the feds.
Yeah, he's been cooperating with the feds. He even said months ago that he got picked up by them.
Right.
But he never told anybody why he got picked up. He was working with the feds the entire time he was an exposer.
I don't know if he's cooperating on Big U case, but I know he's cooperating with the feds in the form of trying to find any evidence or give them any evidence to imprison somebody or set somebody up and lock somebody up.
Yeah. He already said that everybody's going to be surprised because he's coming home soon. But let's be real. There's only one way he could be coming home soon. So it's clear. He's planning to tell on somebody.
Now, I wasn't going to even say nothing about the situation or bring the situation to social media because I am a firm believer that certain things do not belong on social media. But when they are placed here and put here, I myself have been one. One to react to these things because they are.
Come on, man.
On social media. But some of these things, I myself, well, having this information and knowing this, wouldn't have brought this to social media. But I got to lay the smack down. So I don't know who this goofy was that he was on the phone talking to. You know, it's a whole bunch of squares in this circle. Everybody want to be tough. Everybody standing on business. Everybody doing goofiness. So whoever he's talking to, they waiting in on this King Pill situation. They give they analogies on it. So he say, both me and King Pill was due. We both was wolfing. We both was tongue wrestling. I don't want to hold you guys any longer. We gonna get into the content, and y'all already know it's the halfway and the half effect. We gonna commentate.
Right now,
To accept,
Nubian
you may
Queen
begin
Raider,
speaking
what
now.
up? Greetings, family and
Hello.
family members.
Yo, what up, Kenny?
What up with it, King?
Yeah, so
what's going on?
So King Pill went up to No Jumper to do a show with them
from a
about
federal prison.
he went up there to do a show with them about 4 or 5 days ago. And it was Adam, King Pill, Young Aunt Jefe, Munchie B, Lush, some other female, and another dude up there. And Lush, you know, King Pill's song kind of popping right now. So, you know, they got to talking about King Pill's song. And I guess in King Pill's song, he dissed Trey's, something like that. So as they're talking about it, Young Aunt Jefe spoke up and said something in the sense of in that song you dissed the hood. And Young Aunt Jefe was saying, like, you know, he ain't with the fake politicking, and niggas ain't never disrespected him, and he'll borrow no disrespect. So King Pill was like, well, who you talking to? And then Young Aunt Jefe was like, I'm talking to him. He wasn't talking to King Pill. King Pill was like, all right, I'm just saying. So as he called himself trying to check King Pill, he was directing his attention to somebody else with his conversation. So as he's talking, King Pill asking, like, so are you saying I dissed you? Who dissing you? And Young Aunt Jefe was like, is you not hearing me? And then King Pill said, nah. Like, in other words, like, nigga, I ain't hearing you. I ain't trying to hear nothing you talking about. So they, you know, get into a little argument. And Adam 22 kind of squashed it at the end. But after that, niggas went around the internet and tried to say Young Aunt Jefe marked King Pill out. But like I said, and I've been telling niggas, if a nigga dish your set and you sitting 5 feet away from the nigga that dish your set, you shouldn't be having a conversation with him. You should be doing something.
No,
and Young Aunt Jefe didn't do nothing.
They just want to tongue wrestle, bro, all day.
Right.
These niggas don't do anything. They just tongue wrestle, bro. And that's why I made the song Do Something. Because all they want to do is get on the internet, tongue wrestle with you, and when they see you, they try to act like, oh, it's cool. It was just content. That's all they do. I've seen it. But I just the Trey.
Right.
Why nobody have energy like that with me? They know better.
Lucy's out here bragging about doing the exact same thing he accuses everybody else of, tongue wrestling. He loves to get on the phone, yell, scream, cuss you out while secretly recording, and then turn around and post it online like it's content. But that's exactly what he's calling everybody else out for. Pure hypocrisy.
I mean, it's wolf tickets. Right.
Yeah, bro, and I diss you in your face, and you didn't say anything.
Right.
These people don't understand. I grew up in the A trades, so it's like I got a lot of respect for them, and I know a whole lot of them. Like they be turned up, but I still want a problem if I say something, I'm gonna stand on it. I'm not gonna never take nothing back. I'm not gonna say, oh, I didn't mean to say that. Yeah, I meant to say it. Do something. If you ain't gonna do nothing about it, then like
about somebody dissing your set, and this man sitting right next to you, what you bringing it up for if you wasn't gonna do something? You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel.
They looked at each other and wanted to tongue wrestle, bro.
Right.
So, and Jefe wanted to tongue wrestle because obviously he brought it up and didn't do anything. Even the blind bandit, right? 607 dissed him, and he couldn't see anything, but what he probably did, he could have followed the voice and got to swinging. He could have did something. But that's all they want to do is just tongue wrestle with you. They don't want no smoke.
Like I said, the only one stood on business up there when somebody dissed him like that was P Nice. All them other niggas is wolf tickets. Munchie B, Young Aunt Jefe, them niggas do all that gangster shit, but when that gangster shit is in their face, they don't do nothing.
These guys feel way too comfortable getting on this line knowing the feds are listening and still saying stuff like this. It's one thing if the feds heard it once and had to rely on memory, but they're recording all of this so they can play it back over and over and over again. How do you think P Nice feels hearing his name come up like that?
Yeah, P Nice, what happened with him?
When the shit happened with him and Brick Baby. Remember Brick Baby dissed and then he did what he did to Brick Baby.
Yep. Puka, but dropped the ball too on that.
Right. But that's what it's supposed to be. You feel me? Like, it ain't no conversation. You saying this nigga diss you, your set in his song, what you talking for? You see what I'm saying?
They ain't gonna do nothing.
Right.
I'm telling you, they just tongue wrestle with each other all day, all the time on the internet. All day. I'm gonna call right back.
All right. Got it.
Okay, so pertaining to the phone call, we not even about to go over what he talking about. You know what I'm saying? We not even about to go over that because we already have been over that a millionth time. You know what I'm saying? So, well, now I'm going to say and what I'm going to bring to the forefront. But before I bring what I have to say to the forefront, let me point something out to you, boy. You are a rat. You got on No Jumper telling about a robbery that you was involved in, and you involved Big U name. That's one. They should have already crushed you in MDC.
That's
for whatever reason they ain't crushed you, I don't know.
Hey, and Jefe be depending on what floor he on and who there at MDC. You been there, I've been there. I was on 7 South and 6 South and 6 North. All three of them motherfuckers was active when I was in MDC LA. You know what I'm saying? So maybe he on a flow where they ain't got no real politics. You know, the feds, you got different types of people. You got real money getters. Some of them that ain't, you know, they might be more white collar and all of that. But when he get to that USP, if he don't set somebody up like he tried to do and Jefe, brother, or come up with some crime, and he goes to that USP, they gonna put that knife up in him, nigga. I promise you that.
But you are a rat, bro.
Do it, them,
for sure.
Them USP.
You a fake thug. You got a few skits, but all your skits, you pulling out your phone, recording stuff. All this stuff is going to be held against you. That do not make you tough.
Well, thanks a lot, Mr. Mar. That's the handshake.
Anybody that really stand on business. In crunch time, are you ever thinking about taking your phone out and recording anything that you're doing? No, sir. That is not standing on business, sir. That is goofy. You want some attention. You are a clown. Only thing truthful came out this dude's mouth is he stayed in my neighborhood for a little while. He grew up for a little while in my neighborhood and shortly moved. He went to Raymond Avenue, or elementary. I don't even think he went to no junior highs. He didn't go to no Horseman's, no nothing. He didn't go to no Crenshaw's, no Washington's, no nothing. By that time, he already relocated to the IE. Now, you got this moron on here talking about, hey, yeah, you know, I said the T word before, and I stand on it. I said it and been in people's faces. I ain't never ran across this dude in my life, so I don't know who he talking about. I don't know who this moron, who this clown talking about. He ran into, said that word and ran into him, and it wasn't no problems. Now, this one thing. People can sit here and play STUPID if you want to. If it had been a Luce Cannon or anybody in the vicinity of LA that has said that word, it's no talking. It ain't no you can tell me or me trying to make you stand on you talking about somebody else in LA, because we know that we are rivals. So let's get that clear, sucker. Something else. You the same dude turned the fade down with Cowboy.
Don't do that, bro. Don't do that, bro. Don't do. I got my baby here. I got my baby here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Cuz. So what's up? Don't do that.
Right.
Awesome. Don't do that, bro. Don't do. I got my baby here. I got my baby here. Come on, baby. Come on, baby.
Hello.
So what's up? Don't do that, bro.
Cowboy ran into you. You had on slippers. That's how you know you're not a real member. You're traveling on the road. You got slippers on. You hopping out at a gas station with slippers. I cannot understand or format anybody hopping out with slippers. Y'all dudes is doing this new thing, hopping out with these Crocs. That's more of a house thing for me. I'm not stepping outside like that. When you step outside and you step into the street, that's the danger zone. When Cowboy ran up on you and you broke and got up out the way and said, let me go get some shoes, that would never have been my reaction. My reaction, I would have kicked those slippers off so fast and those Crocs out so fast and squared up and got it in. That's the difference between me and you, clown boy. Another difference between me and you. You and Brick Baby sat on the internet and woofed against each other for years and months, called each other all type of names,
no shower
everything you could think of, disrespected each other to the capital T with the slander, and then got on camera and pod with each other. Now, I don't put this out there to paint Brick Baby in any negative light. Shout out to Brick Baby. This is about you, because you's the sucker. You the one that's supposed to stand on business. You the one, Mr. Go, handle business everywhere you go. You sat in that room on No Jumper for views, and you podcast with Brick Baby before you took your sucker ass to jail. Another thing, you steady sitting up here coming up with these lies about Big U. You running into Big U, big useless that, big useless this, and that ain't the truth. And if it is the truth, why you ain't squabbled Big U yet? He's supposed to be this enemy, this dude you've been on the internet telling on. You got so much bad stuff to say about. You should want to get cracking. Don't try to, oh, well, he should get cracking. I'm the one that's saying it. Being that you the one that's talking it and putting it out there in the universe and you got so much hate, handle your candle, your business. Now, what you is about to do is you about to get somebody up there on that floor with you in trouble because you are an idiot. The same way you was being cool with Brick Baby, coming on the internet, lying, talking about y'all sellies, we boys, we going to Big U, this and that, and you said the wrong thing that had you moved off that floor because that put you and him at odds, and it's about to put you and somebody else at odds, boy. So you said that T word, and you know who you on the floor with, and you know who you around, but you sound stupid. So you saying you said the word, but you got respect for the homies because you grew up in the hood. Now, this is what I'm here to really speak about and put you out there about.
And said there's something else that he really wanted to put out there about Lucy. Something we apparently don't know. Listen closely to what he says happened.
Hey, Jacob, your ass gonna be in trouble. Luce Cannon gonna get you in trouble. See, last week, you got a guy by the name of Jacob that's out of my community. He been calling around on these phones. I don't know why he's calling around. All his co-defendants already took their height. They where they supposed to be. For whatever reason, your process is dragging out, homie. Get that process clear. Get to where you going so they can check that paperwork and make sure you straight. So I'm starting to feel that this Jacob cat is falling into the plays of another retarded cat named Luce Cannon. So this Jacob cat happened to call my brother last week. My brother ain't been answering the phone calls. My brother finally picked up. Hey, what's going on? It's a phone call from MDC. This Jacob cat, he's on the same floor with Dirk and Loose Booty Cannon. My brother pick up, him and the dude, Jacob, they start conversing. My brother kind of like being political with him, like, hey, look, it's a lot going on. They saying a lot about you. You need to figure it out, see what's going on.
So dude, his brother already
main line, this and that. Whoa,
hey,
whoa.
This nigga bold as a motherfucker. So young and Jefe brother already told him, hey, look, bro, the word on the street is your process is dragging out. All your co-defendants gone. Why is you still in MDC and all your co-defendants gone? Nigga, what is you working on, right? Get where you going, and then already gave the nigga the spiel. This nigga so bold and trying to get out of jail, he still trying to line them up. Listen.
Long story short, this dude come out and ask for the unthinkable on a recorded Fed phone line. He asked my brother for some drugs. My brother tell him like, hey, look, bro, I don't got no drugs. Don't do no drugs but weed. I'm not with doing anything with a jailhouse facility or anything that could put me in jeopardy of going back to jail, and we on a recorded phone call. Why are you trying to ask me this? And then try to clean it up and talking cold. Then this dude go ahead and grab Luce Cannon. We don't know Luce Cannon. We don't want to talk to Luce Cannon. He tell my brother, hold on, put Luce Cannon on the phone. And what Luce Cannon do? Luce Cannon try to line my brother up.
That's
indeed. Come right out talking about, hey, do you know about spice? Can you send this stuff called spice in here? It's cracking in here. We trying to get it.
To get the nigga,
bro, like, hold on, man. What are you talking about, bro? Who told you that I got anything and send anything, bro? I don't have nothing or send anything. Why are y'all calling my phone asking me about this? Oh, man, we just trying to see. We just tossing the rod out there, line out there trying to see what's going on. These are the type of phone calls this dude is calling on federal recorded lines in action. Anybody talking to this dude, you better watch out. Except for the dudes that's already in his circle and taking these phone calls.
Y'all listen to Young and Jefe.
He's the police. He's looking for a way out of jail. And if anybody's sending him anything and anybody get down with him, don't be surprised if the people come kicking in your door. Because he the popo.
So he's the popo. So we're going to stop sharing that. And so Young and Jefe is saying Luce Cannon was the police. But, and I agree wholeheartedly. Right. I think that's we've been saying this, right? We've been showing people the content on who Luce Coochie was the whole time. But people didn't want to believe it. They thought it was content. They watched him claim that he was a gang member and allow another rat, CS2 back, to line the play up, to push him through no jumper, to implicate Big U in robberies and extortion in front of 5 million people. Disgusting. Wack100 knew what was going on. He knew the nigga was working. In fact, Wack100 later put the nigga Dale on the phone with Luce Cannon. So not only did he know on this end who was involved with an alleged robbery, Luce Coochie Cannon, he knew the victim, Dale, long-tailed Dale the rat. And he put them on a three-way together. But he didn't know that they already knew each other before. Gigi used to be a dancer and dealing with Dale. Gigi, Luce Coochie Ashley's real wife. You know what I'm saying? But we told y'all what this nigga was doing, right? Y'all don't listen and support us, right? We told y'all the nigga was working when he got stopped 2 different times by the feds. 2 times you talked to the feds while you out with warrants. Let me take y'all back. Make sure that those who missed it can hear hear Luce Coochie Cannon and Long-Tail Dale the Rat on Wack100 line talking, and Luce admit that the feds asked him about these robberies and extortion.
I'm thinking on 6-0, like you had something to do with it, but then I thought about it is they asked me about information about you, but I know it's not coming from you because we already know what happened with that shit. You get what I mean? They asked me about you, but then they said about the situation with Big U with the extortion shit. You know what I'm saying? So when they said that, I'm thinking on 6-0, like you had something to do with it, but then I thought about it is they asked me about information about you, but I know it's not coming from you because we already know what happened with that shit. You get what I mean? They asked me about you, but then they said about the situation with Big U with the
but then the feds is asking me about the situation with you in which allegedly Luce Cannon robbed Dale the Long-Tail Rat in his weed dispensary. Well, one of the robbers. Oh, pardon me, excuse me. And then the feds is asking him and talking to him not only about this robbery on Dale, but with the extortion shit. Why do the feds feel comfortable asking you about another man. You got warrants, but they don't want to lock you up for these warrants, right? What's going on? But y'all still didn't have no problem with Luce Cannon. Y'all still was supporting them. And some of these IBM busters still supporting them too. They don't care, just like Wack didn't care. You know what I'm saying? Young and Jefe, man, pay attention to what's going on. You too sharp not to see what's going on. You know what I'm saying? Niggas is befriending niggas, befriending these rats, giving them the spiel when to play, and weaponizing them, sicking them on their enemies, bro. This was going on. We got a whole lot of evidence as such. But, so what we gonna do, we're gonna take you a couple different places, you know what I'm saying, to show you how Wack and 600 knew that Luce Coochie Ashley was a rat, and they still let him be an exposer. But we'll get to that after we give y'all a backstory of some more of Luce Coochie's telling. He implicates Rise in another robbery. Let's get to it. You know what I'm saying? Let's get
where we expose the exposers. The lying liability Luce Coochie Cannon has thrown another Rainbow Rat Pack member under the bus. Today, we're going to go back to the interview he did with DJ Academics. You've all heard the story that Cannon told about Rick Ross and Meek Mills. But this time, he speaks on the time when Gilly the Kid got robbed. When telling the story, Cannon not only implements Big U in another conspiracy case, but he also implements fellow COINTEL Crip member, Rainbow Rod.
That's why we come with our own security. We don't deal with the, we got you booked, we got security there. No, I always travel with my security.
Good job. I went to goddamn the UK. There was like, they had me with security. Man, it was just the fattest nigga in the group. I'm like, yo, what the hell? That's a good thing.
Mm-hmm.
So Meek is in the club, like he's up there, like, yo, hold on, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished, and y'all just tapped him on the shoulder. I just want to know. This shit crazy.
Cuz didn't even get to that part. He walked in.
He didn't even get to the intro. No. God damn it.
He walked in. As soon as he walked in or whatever, all the security that was with him, they spent around. I grabbed Cuz. Bro, what's up? Get on the phone with Ross.
Honey, all right. That's enough now. We're not going to tell all the details.
No, we got to hear this one.
I said, get on the phone with Ross.
This one will go high. What?
Get on the phone with Ross. Neighborhood Crip. So he got on the phone with Ross. I took on the phone with Ross.
Wait. So he didn't start like squaring up, trying to swing it like that?
And what?
You grabbed him by the shoulder, like you put your hands on a grown man. He from the trenches.
Like this.
They from the trenches.
Yeah, I know. A nigga from the trenches, but no, it don't work like that.
So he called Rick Ross. And right there in the club.
Yeah. And then Ross.
Imagine if his cell reception was bad. Yeah. Fuck.
You stupid.
Listen, the crazy part about it is.
So imagine Ross ain't pick up. All right, so he called Ross. Why'd you have him call Ross? This is crazy.
Because we needed that bag, or because
he owed y'all money.
No, he didn't owe no money. We took the money.
Oh, this was extortion. Oh shit.
It's not extortion.
Ken, all right.
See, yeah, we don't want
to. See, I'm gonna have to probably bail him out after this interview.
We don't want to.
No. We'll just say Meek no stench on him. It's fine. Meek ain't gonna tell.
But we don't want to get the extortion part. It was just a business transaction.
How much I charge him?
50. That's it.
50,000?
Yeah.
Now we squabbling in there. What? Yeah. Wait, how many of y'all was there? Was this you?
No, it was probably about like 50 of us.
50 of y'all? 1,000 per person, nigga. All right, cool.
Nope, Academics, you got that wrong. 50 guys didn't get $1,000 each. If you've been following the story, then you know Cannon is saying that after he took the $50,000 from Rick Ross, like a great prostitute, he went and hand-delivered every dime to Big U. According to Cannon, after Big U received the $50,000, he turned around and gave the money back to Rick Ross. You can't make it up, y'all.
Yeah, I might get that 50. Damn, he was hot as hell, right? Wait. So who? I'm pretty sure like Ross has an answer to this. Meek neither. They're probably saying this nigga lying. We ain't send this nigga no money. How did y'all receive the cash?
Cash.
They gave you cash money.
Yeah. No, they ain't gonna say no white lying. That's why Meek and Nipsey became cool after that situation because they started using the same PR. So Meek got smart and started hitting Nipsey up, and that's why the Big U feud kept going with Nipsey.
Oh, so that's kind of like, yo, if I'm cool with Nipsey, now is the homies from Roll 60s ain't gonna keep tapping me on the shoulder and asking for the bag because now I'm kind of tapped in.
Yeah, and so they kept beefing because it was like Big U looking at it like, nigga, BET coming up, the Oscars coming up.
Wait,
like,
so Big U was with it?
Money.
You're not with it.
What?
He wouldn't be with y'all jacking up an artist.
No, I mean he be in a parking lot. That's just the type of nigga he is.
But he would know about it.
No, he knows about everything like that because if just like
you hear academics,
you beefing with a nigga, and I fuck with you.
Yeah,
he wanted to make sure that he tied Luce Cannon. If Luce Cannon is what he's saying is found to be true, that he ties Big U into knowingly conspiring with or participating in such alleged robbery. Even though this nigga lying, he know what he's doing. Police work. Wack and Diddy's back at it.
Frankly, on top, I'm beefing with that same nigga because that's just how the shit is. It's like I'm not gonna let nobody talk shit about you, and that make me look like a bitch, or it makes me feel weird because how comfortable can you be talking shit about a nigga that I fuck with? To me, you get what I'm saying? And the rules of it is like, bro, we're gonna lay you down. We're gonna get you. Why you think at All-Star Weekend everybody get robbed? Why you think all the rappers that go to LA always get killed? You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's because nigga it be backdoor moments.
So if Meek had that 50 piece or Ross was like, yo, you know what I mean? I can't afford it right now. He in the trunk.
Yeah, of course.
Damn.
Like we grabbed the nigga and took him outside and we waited.
Wait, for real?
Yeah,
nah, this is great. Yo, can anybody corroborate this?
Man, you better ask Gilly. Shit,
Gilly, no?
No, Gilly got stripped down by the homies. No, Gilly got stripped down by the homies. No, Gilly got stripped down by the homies. Because of
You're
Big
lying.
U. Because of
You're
Big
lying.
U. Because of
You're
Big
lying.
U.
Wait, Gilly?
Yeah, the homie Rose and them, 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 the homie Rose and them stripped.
We're talking about Gilly the Kid. We're talking about the guy with the podcast. We're talking about $1 million worth of game.
He got his son stripped down and they stripped down Gilly.
I told you guys Lucy was a liability. And the crazy part about it is if you ask any of the Rainbow Rats if Luce Coochie was telling right here, all of them would say no. The COINTEL Crips are going to end up putting each other behind bars before it's all said and done.
Right.
Like for what? Like what?
We told y'all what they was doing. Back then.
That's just how it goes. Like everybody tells me.
That's some real shit?
No, real shit. They stripped him down. Stripped him and his son down. And then Gilly.
We told y'all back then. When Luce first went on there that was live snitching, that these niggas gonna start putting each other in jail, the exposers. Nigga and Wack lined the nigga up. But y'all didn't want to believe us.
It's being a hoe ass nigga and letting the shit ride. He said he on Big U comment talking about, oh, they said you robbed me. Ha ha ha. Nigga. The homie that did it telling you he robbed you. And you didn't do nothing about it.
Cannon said he got shot 10 times, with one of those shots landing in his jaw, and he hasn't got any get back yet. He got beat up by a Russian out in Vegas, and still hasn't gotten any get back for that either.
Nigga took you and laid down your son, nigga, and you laughing with the nigga that set the play up. You laughing with the nigga that set the play up. You laughing with the nigga that set the play up.
Damn, so basically you're saying that if I go to LA, do not check in with Big U. I'm gonna get robbed and stripped. Damn, so basically you're saying that if I go to LA, do not check in with Big U. I'm gonna get robbed and stripped. That's
probably.
Definitely.
That's
probably.
Definitely.
That's
probably.
Definitely.
You guys, are we the only ones who can see that these niggas are COINTEL Pro? Lucy Coochie and that happy hooker Sharice Mills both just said that if you come to LA, Don't call Big U, or he'll have you robbed and stripped. You can't make this shit up. You know Rodze had to be down bad to join forces with this clown. He just implemented you in a robbery conspiracy. The exposers keep exposing themselves.
Jesus Christ. Yeah, Big U must hate you, man.
No, he can't hate me because shit. If you hate me, you hate yourself. You playing with the motherfucking devil.
Let's go.
I ain't gonna lie.
Let's go ahead and get rid of that. So it's very clear to us when this first happened. This is the same week that he went on No Jumper, implicated Big U, that this was live snitching and ratting so that they could get an investigation started. Little did we know, Luce and them already knew the investigation had been started. He told that to Yael before he bamboozled and tricked Yael and lined Yael up, right, on behalf of CS2 back. Wack probably gonna be getting indicted on his own conspiracy with the IBM niggas or his own shit, because they got the phone calls when Wack is lying. This nigga didn't have no problem with Luce Cannon. They try to run that fake play to create a situation, right? But in any event, you know what I'm saying? Them cats knew what was going on.
The happy hooker.
They didn't have no problem with it because it helped them. It helped them to get rid of someone that CS2 back was afraid of. He was pleading to at the Novo. So let's go to something else Luce Coochie was snitching about. Let's go there. So he rat on Rozay or lied snitch on Rozay, whichever one the truth is, right? Either one, he's a rat. And he goes to implicate the game in the unaliving of the homie Rosemo 700. This shit is weird, bro. That homies, everything ain't for the internet. But the fact that this nigga did this.
I don't know how to listen. Thing with neighbors. Ice Burgundy. Brick Squad. You know, let's tell the real about the little homie. I don't do no talking. You know what I'm saying? I get cracking. You feel me? I get bracket. You feel me? Like real talk. He's a loudmouth ass nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know how he talking. You know, them fuck ass niggas over there in Black Wall Street camp. You know, he probably loudmouth them niggas, call them bitches. You know, they his little bitches. You feel me? But I'm a real street nigga from Inglewood NHP. And I'm not finna let no nigga with a red mohawk, you feel me, just banging an internet industry nigga. When I'm in the streets every day, you feel me, out here trapping, getting it. I done been to the pen, I done walked the main line, you feel me, I done been shot at for this shit, I done beat niggas up, been knocking niggas out all my life behind this shit, you feel me, I'm really a real one. So you feel me, when this clown, you feel me, who had butterflies on his face and all kind of shit, got so many different characters sitting there talking that slick shit, you feel me, it's like, you know, what's the odds of me catching this nigga by himself, without his security guards, you feel me? You know what I'm saying? Without his homeboys, you feel me? I ain't gonna lie, the nigga turned it up, but you feel me? So, you know, I had to turn him down a notch, you feel me? And I laid his ass out, you feel me? Knocked him the fuck out with a 3-piece, you know what I'm saying? My shit is swole the fuck up. See that hand? Look at that one, though. You feel me? I hit him with that banger. That's that, you know what I'm saying? Smoking Joe Frazier left hook. You feel me? You hear about that? You know what I'm saying? You know, that's nothing. You feel me?
One thing we see on social media all the time, whenever people get into it with you, they always say something about you in the mall. You got to do a fight with some dude. Yeah, they say he got the best of you. I don't know nothing about that fight. Dude, you know what's crazy is this is like the fight in the mall, it never happened. I seen these dudes in the mall. I was with my kid. They said something, I said something, and I went my separate ways. And then after that, everybody saying Gang got beat up in the mall. Yeah, and all that. Yeah, and that dude is dead, by the way. Thank you. So, you know, I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, you know, whatever. All right, moving on. Documentary 2, October 9th. October 9th. That's what you do anything for, man. You got killed 48 later? I'm saying, wow.
Is it difficult when people approach you and you're with your kids, even just as
fans? You approach me with my kids, man, 40 days. So.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. As you guys all know, CS2 Back is a federal informant with a history of undermining the integrity of the hip-hop scene. This time, he's taken his betrayal to a new level by using Luce Cannon to target Compton rapper The Game.
You know why Luce Cannon know that the footage I speak of is real? That's the baby mama? That's his fucking cousin. Oh shit, bro, I'm done. I'm gone. All right, y'all. You didn't catch when I said you stupid. Luce been with me the whole time. Luce been with me the whole time.
Luce been with me the whole time.
Stupid ass. Them niggas over there shaking like that.
Them 6-0 niggas, Big U and the 6-0, shaking like Don Knotts because they just realizing that Luce been with them the whole time. And we talked to the boy Mike IBM, who was an investor to Luce Cannon, who lived with GG and Luce Cannon, and was bamboozled, drew down on and beat up, and kicked out the house after he done invested all of his money into IBM and Luce Cannon. And he said that when Luce Cannon made the diss song on Wack100, he was shocked that they ended up at Wack100 studio and Luce and Wack were best of friends. So we can go to the date and see that. But that's another topic for another issue. But Young Ant, I hope you're paying attention, because if he already did a fake play and got Luce Cannon to infiltrate Big U and try to create situations to implicate Big U, situations he had nothing to do with, and Wack admittedly said he been working with him, then you know Luce ain't as dumb as a sack of bricks. That nigga slow as molasses. That nigga ain't concocted no shit like that by himself. Confidential source to Back put that together, which means that nigga's a rat. Let's go.
Not right now.
God. Luce has been with him the whole time. He made a diss song about Wack. He made a diss song. That was the play to do that.
Come on. So I got about 50 niggas on the street right now.
Some motherfucking loyal member underneath him. That's how you do it. You always keep one right there. Like, go at me all the time.
Dang. Luce been wanting to come out. I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet. I just didn't let him out yet.
For years, CS2 Back has shown blatant disrespect towards the game.
So when you say a nigga like Jim Jones, all you know about Jim Jones is he's a rapper and what he raps about. But let's look at his fucking credentials when it comes to the streets, my nigga.
Hey, Wack.
He ain't that. A lot of Game ain't that. Game ain't never seen the penitentiary, bro. He did 30 days in the county jail, bro. Game ain't that. Game ain't never seen the penitentiary, bro. He did 30 days in the county jail, bro.
And his latest maneuver is a clear escalation of his vendetta. By leveraging the rainbow rat bastard Luce Coochie to push for serious murder charges against the rapper, CS2 Back is not just violating the trust of the hip-hop community, but actively working to dismantle one of its key figures. Adding another layer of intrigue and betrayal, Porky, who is supposed to be the game's manager, has become a central figure in this shady scheme. Not only has Porky's mismanagement reportedly led to the game recently losing his home, but he's now implicated in a plot to frame the rapper for murder. Under CS2 Back's direction, Luce Coochie was instructed to secretly record a conversation with Bosco, hoping to extract and manipulate statements that would incriminate the game. During this covert recording, Luce Coochie pressed Bosco to admit that he had mentioned the game's alleged involvement in the murder of Rosemo 7.
This nigga was trying to get you to niggas, and then whacking them would have turned it on you, saying you was a rat, and you thinking you dealing with a solid nigga. Y'all niggas better learn how to do your own background checks. Stop trusting these niggas, especially these fake ass OGs. Let's go.
100. This deceitful tactic, executed without Bosco's consent, reveals the depth of Wack's duplicity and the lengths he's willing to go to undermine the game.
You sent me a thing talking about Game did it. You sent me a thing talking about Game did it. You sent me a thing talking about Game did it.
You guys just witnessed the rainbow rat bastard Luce Cannon tell Bosco that he sent him a video that said, "The game did it." Bosco has no idea that he's being recorded either. Bosco's gonna explain that the video he sent Lucy was a video that somebody had already posted online. The question is, why would Cannon record that and put it online?
It's a lot of COINTELPRO shit going on.
Cannon is controlled by CS2 Back, and CS2 Back is also supposed to be the game's manager. For some reason, Porky has no problem with his special needs student Lucy, implicating his artist in a murder.
It's a lot of COINTELPRO shit going on.
The same way he had no problem with his special needs student accusing Reggie Wright of being in a homosexual relationship with Cedric.
You sent me a thing talking about Game did it.
Bro, that's on the internet. That's all public record. I'm just saying, I didn't say nothing that was different. I've been saying the same shit for years. I've been saying that shit, bro, 12 years later, where we are now.
Okay, but
I've been saying the same shit for years, bro. But why all of a sudden, because I say it again, now why like all of a sudden it's on like, oh yeah, this content, nigga. Bro, I've been saying that shit, nigga. I've been saying the same shit for 12 years, nigga. The story don't change, nigga. Nigga, the story don't change, nigga. I said the same thing the news said. Less than a day after Bosco's interview hit the net, Rosemo's car went careening down. The news said that. That's the news clip, my nigga. That's all I'm saying. Send me my $250 though, bro. I need that, man. I'm gonna buy some tacos, nigga.
That broke ass motherfucker asking you for some money.
So
it's very out of the ordinary for that.
So, as I told y'all, Luce Coochie Ashley ratting some more, or lie snitching some more, trying to do some investigations and get the boy Bosco that validating or verifying a theory on a murder investigation. These niggas in these murder investigations is strange. Street niggas just loose at the lip, gossiping like bitches. Problems, implicating other members in it. It's nasty work. But these niggas knew what was going on with Luce Coochie. Let me show y'all how y'all know that they did. Shout out my boy Scandalous Los Angeles. And then we'll get a little into the Crazy Rick allegations, which exposed that he came with some money that said DEA evidence, right? Lined him up. The boy, damn, I forgot the boy name. The boy actually went to jail for a blammer, waiting up to get his money. But let's get to the content. Let's go.
They got the Blackout Podmore. Shout out to the new recruit, Remo.
Welcome back to Scandalous Los Angeles TV, where we expose the exposers. CS2 Back and his baby homie Crip Cop have openly admitted to letting a rat into the exposers. Porky and Thugless continue to make themselves more vulnerable with every video they post. In this latest video, Porky confesses that Luce Coochie snitched on Big U. But what Porky conveniently forgets is that he's the one who brought Lucy into the spotlight and introduced him to No Jumper, essentially setting the stage for him to rat. Not only that, but Porky sat right next to Lucy as he ratted. And after witnessing him rat, Porky still decided to make him an exposer.
And let me ask you, actually, I got a question for Adam on this. Because, like, even reading the whole thing in this is what they call the Big U Enterprise. And even when Brick Baby comes up here to work, even certain conversations being allowed on this platform, they ever pull you to the side, like, again, not saying that it would be the cause of it, but it's exacerbating it, right? It's so adding context. Like, all the time. Y'all are coming in here and y'all are literally, I mean, there's a part where they're like, hey, we knew this, but then on the No Jumper podcast, they corroborated it. And I'm like,
no, definitely. And just because I have it pulled up, I really want to just play this one clip that has been going kind of viral. That's like generally considered to be like the most federal.
It takes corroboration for a case to be got. It takes two people to corroborate one fact for it to be considered fact in a court of law and federal law. So Wack knew that Dale already told Wack that he talked to the feds and told the feds that Big U was extorting them. And so Wack100 knew that bringing this buster rat ass nigga Luce Coochie Ashley, who's a rat just like his dad, that it will corroborate a story told by his other friend Dale, which would be enough for conspiracy to robbery under the Hobbs Act. Corroborated. Wack100 and Luce Cannon corroborated testimony about a robbery. And the cold thing about it, Wack's admitting that Luce is a snitch for doing it, but Wack is not being held accountable for sending that torpedo, targeting Big U with a rat. Let's go.
Clip that anybody on the podcast has ever had. This is Luce Cannon.
Basically, it's like, cause he'll be like, he'll
talking about Big U
things like, we'll go and do something, and the same niggas we do it to show up to the house like 10 minutes later when we trying to, counting everything, right? And we be like, how the they get that? Oh, well, we're gonna just give them like $40,000 back and stuff like that. But cuz it's actually putting us in paperwork, right? And like doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies. But I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like he was doing like shit like that, and I didn't catch on. So it was like, I'm waking up now. You get what I'm saying? Because I'm his right-hand man. You get what I'm saying? So when it came down to like dirt and stuff like that, I'm going to get it. You get what I'm saying? And then, like...
People are pretty astonished because almost that exact thing is listed in
now,
the
let me go back to what you asked me.
Yeah.
This is why when Luce Cannon was calling me about what 600 was doing, I'm looking at the phone like, you can't be serious. 600 then made a video with him saying what he was saying 2 seconds later and put that. So you're calling me about what 600 is saying. Brody, have you forgot the things you said?
CS2 back just admitted that Lucy was ratting after Adam played a segment of the interview. CS2 back is essentially confessing that the person he allowed to be an exposer was already snitching before ever becoming an exposer. Yet somehow, Porky still allowed him to be on his team. Now, let's listen to the video that Love's Boys released after Lucy accused him of being a rat.
A few moments later. Doing like real police shit. I seen the nigga get like 20 guns, and when he got 20 guns, he's selling them to the homies, but I'm like, why are you writing down the serial numbers? So it's like, he was doing like shit like that. And I'm on a phone, he FaceTimed me. So he FaceTimed me and stuff like that. He was like, Nipsey just got killed. I'm like, 6 I didn't hear that. So I hang up with him. I called Nipsey and I'm like, Nipsey, what's up? He was like, oh, what's with it?
Nipsey answered.
Nipsey answered. He answered the phone. And I was like, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that.
Did you tell him to call you just got? Or you didn't even mention it?
I didn't mention it. And it was like, I could have probably stopped it, or it had it.
Stop what? What you mean? That what are you talking?
No, because listen, so after I talked to Nipsey and I was like, yeah, I love you, cuz, or whatever like that. I'll see you later or whatever. So I hung up the phone. I thought Big U gave wrong information. 30 minutes later, the homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey.
So Crip Cop said Lucy was snitching when he said Big U sold 20 guns to his homies. That's what he's saying today. Admitting that what Lucy did sitting next to his boss, CS2 Back, was snitching. I did a video a year ago asking Love's boys about this exact incident. I asked him if Lucy was a rat for saying Big U was passing guns out. Listen to what the Crip Cop Care Bear told me.
You had 20 guns, fella. Was that snitching? To answer your question, well, if he's the police, if he's working for the LAPD, no, I don't think it's a problem with busting up the police. But that probably needs to be addressed. We probably need to ask him that, to speak on that, because no one's talked about that yet.
So how are you gonna go at Gangster then from Compton? If telling on the police ain't ratting, these niggas be selective politicking because they gang goofy and they never politicked in their own hood. But yet you niggas give these niggas a voice and credence to politic online on niggas that's really live in the street. This shit is upside down, bro. Bananas.
A year ago, when they were all together, Love's boys defended Lucy, claiming he wasn't snitching. Now, with Lucy in jail, Love's boys comes out and admits that what he did on the No Jumper podcast was in fact snitching. This shows that the exposers have no issue with rats. They'll even welcome them into their circle. They'll protect and defend their snitching until the moment they get locked up. First, they did it with G-Face, and now they're doing it with Lucy Coochie.
So basically, though, they both was admitting that they were saying police shit.
600 wasn't saying police shit because
he was trying to contradict it. He was trying to say
600 was reporting what was on the internet. That wasn't on the internet.
That's his own personal story that he lived.
I know how to protect my team. I know how to protect my team. I know how to protect my team. How did it get to the internet? I made sure it went to the proper stages of getting into the internet. How did it get to the internet? I made sure it went to the proper stages of getting into the internet. How did it get to the internet? I made sure it went to the proper stages of getting into the internet.
Now, as you listen to Wack100, notice how passionate he gets about his uncreative and fake sophisticated approach to helping his marshmallow minion bring his lie snitch story about Big U's DNA being found under RW's fingernails to the internet.
I ran a clubhouse room, I played snippets, had my media team tape it, clip it, send it to YouTube, and I sent you 600. Now you can talk about it. It's on the internet.
Ask anybody you know been to fentanyl festival. Another thing, we got somebody in there right now. You know what he said? They're leaving their cells and going to
hold on. Tartan Mystic with the £5 super chat. Sorry for interrupting the live, being off topic, but think I'm safer doing this now in case I've any issues later. All my best to you and yours, Deuce. You should be good. I'm quite sure they plotting on you, but they plotting on all of us, so we definitely gonna be wondering. You need to make sure you send your writing address and all of that so we can check up on your ass. But salute everything donated to the Damu Kiwe Conversations. Appreciate it. Thank you, Tartan Mystic. Across the lip on
their floor every 3 or 4 hours.
Early.
He said they all tell him. He said, even if you was going to see a lawyer, you go once a week. He said they going all day, Every 3 or 4 hours, they're all going debriefing.
Well, what's up with this guy and his obsession? Like, why does he want to take down the 60s so bad? The guy 600. It's like I'm wondering, like, what happened? Because he was snitching. He was telling everything, and Wack100 said, "No, he's not telling because I'd go on Clubhouse and I'd leak the information."
Get him. 600 was telling everything. You heard what he said? All right, let me go out of here. Boom. I got to fix this. My bad. I got too many windows open again. Doing a whole lot at one time. You know what I'm saying? Let's get this back going. Hold on.
And then he'd report on that. Well, that means you're telling.
Right.
I mean, what's going on here?
All right, so Matt, when you hearing stories of Luce saying shit like that, so you didn't have...
That ain't my business.
No, but you didn't have any clue that he could be caught up in this RICO or anything that was going on?
How would I have? I had no idea.
I think Luce thought he was coming.
I had no idea.
That's the thing about
Luce thinks that because it was 2-3 years ago, like oh, he got 20 guns. Like,
indictment, and the 60s was under indictment for over 2 years. He's sitting up here lying, nigga. He's lying because if he knew that a RICO indictment was coming and Luce Cannon was a snitch and he brought him on here, then everybody would be cleared. It'd be clear for everybody to see that he sent Luce Cannon at his enemy to put him in jail, nigga. This is nasty work. He sent Dale at Big U to help put Big U in jail. He sent Marley Moore at Big U to help put Big U in jail. Luce Coochie ass been a rat. And them niggas knew, nigga, I could go get proof. I'ma show it tonight when we live. Turn up.
It just sounds like he's talking bullshit, but when the feds are actually able to put the case together and show that this is the type of thing they were actually doing, all of a sudden these podcasts become very important. Luce thinks that because it was 2-3 years ago, like, oh, he got 20 guns. Like, it just sounds like he's talking bullshit, but when the feds are actually able to put the case together and show that this is the type of thing they were actually doing, all of a sudden these podcasts become very important.
See what Adam just did right there? Adam just spoke on Luce saying Big U had 20 guns. He said offhand, it sounds like he's talking BS. But when the feds actually put the case together, showing that this is the kind of thing that's going on, then the podcast becomes very important. Cold part about his statement is the fact that the affidavit did not include the part about the 20 guns. So why is Adam echoing that? Why does he want us to believe that the feds believe that lie?
You know what they're keying on in that?
What?
When he says, I'm his right-hand man. See, Luce's case, the robbery has nothing to do with Big U. See, Luce's case, the robbery has nothing to do with Big U.
Which is funny, isn't it? Porky was absolutely correct. Lucy's case has nothing to do with Big U. However, his case actually has everything to do with Wack100. Wack100 already told us he is Lucy's handler.
We all got handlers, Chuck. Chuck, we all have a handler.
Stop it, Wack.
You do, I got a handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler. I'm Luce's handler.
And Lucy already told us that he stripped and robbed those men at No Jumper because Porky told him to make an example.
They just don't want to admit the truth that we're not internet dudes. And that's just the fact to it. And it's like when they come playing, we're going to show you. And unfortunately, somebody, like, they got caught, doing it. They try to come up to Wack on some goofy stuff. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did. Wack said, nephew, let's make an example. And that's what we did.
The question you guys should all be asking yourself is, how in the hell did a robbery that Porky called for end up in Big U's paperwork?
What they're doing is they got this guy, this guy, this guy. They got 'Second, they got extortion, they got a murder. and they got some wire fraud, all that
and
stuff.
Same
right?
things with Brick is that none of his charges are actually related to Big U as of yet.
But what do Big U, Brick, and Luce have in common? They're all from Rolling Sixes. And guess what? Brick's situation and Luce's situation independently involves the same guy that was being extorted. So they're saying you were operating for Big U doing these things.
Yeah.
The same guy, Dale Monster Annoying, right? That Big U sent Sylvester Vest over there to pick up $1,000 every week of the Fed's money. You read that, right?
Dispensary guy.
From the dispensary guy, right? The same guy that was going on with is the same guy that legitimately had issues with these two men that had nothing to do with that. They had nothing to do with what they didn't know Big U was even doing that. But when he says, I'm his right-hand man, they said, okay, 60, 60, 60. After the murder, when Quando went back to Georgia, what did he immediately do?
Dropped his flag?
There it goes. What was he claiming?
Roll 60 script.
Where Brick Baby from?
Roll 60 script.
What you think the police told Quando?
That the Roll 60s set him up?
Who you think he checked in with?
Roll 60s?
With who?
Okay, I see where you're going with this.
I'm
not going to say.
Listen, Best 60, and Best ain't even a gang member. Bear Claw 60, right? And we got one target, the same dude. Well, you did that. Now, we ain't going to say it's independent. We're going to say you did that because they was doing that. Yeah. And we're going to call this the Big U Enterprise, which is some bullshit. When the realest thing Big U said on his turn-in little videos was, Luce Cannon, Brick Baby, or not Brick Baby.
He said, Luce Cannon, I don't really fuck with him. Brick Baby, I don't really fuck with him.
But he fucks with Brick Baby.
He said he does.
He did say, and the video said he fucks with Brick Baby. Do we fuck with Brick Baby?
Yes.
Do you see the way Adam is helping in this investigation? Big U said he don't mess with Brick. So, of course, Porky and the Coke head Klansman Adam 22 both say that Brick does mess with Big U, attempting to align them together.
And, you know, this isn't the only thing that Luce Cannon.
Sheesh. We get new info right now. This almost done. And then we gonna close this tomorrow.
Is in jail for that Wack 3 Fingers sort of lined up. The federales are actually using transcripts from a podcast that Wack 3 Fingers brought Luce Cannon onto in order to get Luce Cannon to start like saying way too much about crimes. And this was how Luce Cannon got his start with his internet antics. This was his first, we hadn't seen, so this is the first time we have ever seen Luce Cannon was on this podcast.
I took Luce and set him on the side of me. When the light hit me, I made sure it hit him.
Yeah, I don't think I was that familiar with him before.
Yeah, right.
You brought him on the pod.
So Wack 3 Fingers just brings on this nobody named Luce Cannon and starts getting him to tell on himself and others for the sake of getting Big U in trouble. Because Luce Cannon...
Wack100 is responsible for bringing this nobody who Adam said he didn't even know who he was till he brought him to come lie, snitch, and rat on Big U, his adversary, in front of 5 million people to get him locked up. You heard it right. Let's go.
And ends up implicating Big U in Nipsey Hussle's murder. Okay, so this is really insane. Look at this.
Yeah, but this crazy motherfucker calls me the other day. If I get some information or some content, I'm going to fry your ass up.
Yeah,
I said, nephew, this content I can't present. You got to present it because you ain't lied to me yet. He's behind a lot of shit that you've seen. You just should know it was him. Okay. We're going to tell you off camera.
What kind of stuff?
Just some shit. He's behind a lot of shit that you see on YouTube. You just say, no, it was him. So I know he ain't no bullshitter. Man, listen.
No, so
yeah, you gotta elaborate on this.
I got to, because at the end of the day, it's like dealing with like we about to go do something, hop out on something, and give you a gun that's empty.
Oh, he did that to you?
No, he didn't.
Oh, he did it to somebody else? Oh,
this nigga crazy. He really going.
Honey, okay.
So did you let him just take the 50 from you? You really didn't get a cut, or you waited to the next thing and just took more?
Yeah. No, he avoided me, and then Like, one day,
you know why he wanted to get a dude back to 40, right? Because he was gonna make dude give him 20 for getting it back.
Of course.
And kept you out of it.
Of course. He did that to when I did that to Meek Mills and Rick Ross.
What'd you do to them?
So
the club when you sweated them in the club?
Yeah.
Dude, and Meek and Rick have no idea that Draws sent you out.
No, yeah, they sent that because I
So
called
this really just sends a shiver down my spine watching Three Fingers Wack coaching Luce Cannon along, getting him to tell on him. I mean, this is crazy. So this isn't, how is this not third party snitching?
The homies blowing me up like they just killed Nipsey. And so I'm like,
wait. You get a call from Big U telling you Nipsey just got killed.
Yeah.
You panic, call Nip. Nip answer the phone.
Yeah. And I'm talking on regular. So it's like at the end of the day, I didn't even think about it because
you don't even warn him that you got that call from dude.
No, because their relationship was so fucked up. They be hot one minute, then they be cold the next minute, and then they be lukewarm. Like you
and
just
30 minutes after you get out the phone with Nip, he get killed.
Yeah, I got it.
So you think he hit you a little too early?
Yep, he hit me a little bit too early because the homie City double back 3 times. You hear what I'm saying?
So that was nuts. Wack Three Fingers sounds exactly like a police officer. Same speech patterns and everything. That's very, very interesting. So Wack Three Fingers brings Luce Cannon on, gets him to make all these wild and crazy claims in a display of self-snitchery.
Yes. Man, salute to everybody that made it, to came to support. Hit that like button if you ain't already hit the like button. You know what I'm saying? Tomorrow I'll tap on. I told y'all, man, we've been working and we just releasing the content. We so far behind content. We coming for the bag. So we're going to be working and dropping more and more content. Turn on your notifications. Hit that like button. And we'll see y'all tomorrow. Damu Kiwe Conversations. We out of here.